Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Toonkind at 12 frames per second. Hi, my name is Ars Obsessions, also known as Obby, and welcome to our little FPS, Pink Strings and Amber Hearts. I am joined here today by a good friend who is wonderful and talented in so many different ways. I do the Will Smith pose.
Hi, I am Blaze. I am happy to be here with a wonderfully talented, awesome Obby, who also makes fantastic things.
Ah,
And
I point
today,
at you, you're good.
I point at you, you're good. And while we are joking and laughing, I just want to say very quickly this is very likely going to be a high angst FPS. This is your warning, this
at,
is your heads up.
at least medium, at most high, because
Yeah.
boy howdy, do we have children, and boy howdy are they traumatized.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, this is your warning, this is your heads up.
Oh yeah, we should probably mention the children we're playing.
Yeah, I'm playing banana.
Yes, banana. Banana, banana. And
And
I am playing Little Tally Mark.
yep,
Little baby.
little baby Tally.
Itty bitty.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And what is itty bitty Tally up to on today?
Well, specifically, I feel like I have to indulge in some specific details.
Oh yeah.
Those details being that this takes place after the final day of Camp Campin', which is a series of games that the ever so wonderful and talented Jade is running.
Mhm.
And specifically, that last day involved something called the Signal, and it was awful for the kids.
Oh yeah. It was very awful for the kids.
It was fun to play. For the
Oh yeah.
kids, ugh.
Ugh. Yeah.
The kids had a time,
Mhm.
TM.
Oh, they had a time.
hmm There was a whole lot of mind control and some
Mhm.
body horror stuff and
Mhm.
some nasty, nasty signals and evil
Yep.
radios.
And one of their friends got knocked down twice, and they got to see several of their friends being mind controlled
Yeah,
and trying to attack them.
yeah, and some camp counseling. It was great.
Yeah.
It was fine. Everything's
Mhm.
chill.
Mhm.
This is all the context of good golly.
Oh yeah.
It was not fine and it was
Mhm.
not chill.
Nope. It
And
was the
as a
very
result,
opposite. Mhm.
two of these many children, specifically Tally and Banana,
Mhm.
uh, when it was time to leave for back home, Tally immediately made the executive decision to bring Banana along with her
Mhm.
because Tally knows Banana's living situation is
Yep.
very similar to what hers once was, which
Yep.
is you have nowhere to go,
Basically, yeah.
which kind of sucks after a traumatic experience.
Mhm. Yep. Yep.
So the Tally was just like, okay, friend needs comfort, friend needs place to stay. I have a place to stay. I
Mhm.
can. We take the friend and we put the friend in the safe place to stay.
Yep. 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 Banana didn't even get the chance to ask. She just said Tally's name, and Tally just took Banana's hand, and they all
Yeah,
went home, and
it was really cute.
it was really cute. They probably fell asleep on the way, and then just yeah. Banana spent
Yeah,
most of the time
maybe.
hiding. Maybe,
I don't
yeah.
think Tally would have fallen asleep.
Fair. That's fair. Like
Yeah.
you know that restful sleep where you're like waking up and falling asleep at the same time.
Mhm.
That was probably Banana just like nodding in and out.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, maybe once they were inside and she was like under the bed, she might have fallen asleep. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
It was probably just like two little blurs darting under the bed.
yeah. Just like mhm,
Which I do have to explain Tally's living situation. Tally lives in the Chaos Fam apartment, which
mhm,
is a big apartment
yeah,
with lots of people.
mhm,
Because
mhm.
it's got all of the Chaos Fam, which is Gil and Sandy and Marcel, and oh, there's so many people.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I'm gonna say for this, maybe all those folks are off doing their own thing, because
Yeah,
good golly,
yeah,
that's a
yeah.
lot of people,
It's a lot of
and
people.
these children need some personal space, TM.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. And you just have those days sometimes. You know, everybody just happens to be out of the house at the time.
Mm-hmm,
Mhm.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Uh, I. How does the first couple days go, Blaze?
The first couple of days are probably just very, very skittish. Like, Banana's just like not sure what she does. Like, on the one hand, like she does not want to come out. The first day is probably her just not coming out at all. Like, probably
Mm-hmm.
moving around under the bed, maybe peeking out, hiding, like the furthest away from everything. She wouldn't be
Mm-hmm.
bothered too much by the noises, especially when she finds out nobody's coming in here specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Because like she's used to like
Yeah.
noisy parks and whatnot, and people walking by and things like that. But
Mm-hmm.
she'd still jump at like
Yeah.
loud noises and
Yeah.
sudden things happening and just not
Yeah.
want to come out.
I think seeing Banana so skittish, Tally would have made sure to let everyone else in the apartment know, like, hey, with it, just like, I think she probably does it by like hanging like a little sign like on the door.
Aww.
Friend sad, needs space, with like a little frowny face on it.
Aww. She'd probably get used to like I'm guessing like probably Bob and Rad came in at some points and
Yeah, because like this is still Rad's room.
oh yeah. She like
We cannot banish Rad
oh
from the
no
room.
she but she'd probably I want to say just because it's cute recognize his shoes because you said Tally would have told Banana all about Rad.
Oh yeah, Tally. Gosh, one of the main conversation topics that Tally would have had during camp when they were
Mm-hmm.
hanging out was just her little brother Rad, who is one of the coolest little tunes you'd ever meet.
Yeah.
And he's a little radio, and he's so cool, and he has all sort of sports equipment, and he plays songs, and he dances, and he's just
Oh, oh, that's so cute. I imagine the first time like he comes in, she probably jumps a little at first, but then like sees his feet because she's under the bed. She's like, "Oh, those are friends' feet."
yeah, friends' feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Fable did say that there
Mhm.
was cookies available to them.
Mhm. Yeah.
So please just picture like during these first skittish days, Tally will occasionally scoot out of the room and then come back with the jar of cookies.
Mhm. Oh, she'd probably come out a little bit for those, just like when you see like a kitten just like slowly creeping out, looking
Yeah.
around at everything.
Honestly, Banana probably didn't even have to come out for those. Tally probably just
Oh.
went under the bed with her.
Oh, then yeah, they just probably enjoyed the cookies under the bed. Yeah.
Yeah, listen, they're both rogues. They both have the hidey hide instinct.
It's very true. They do. And as you said, backstories, so it's just like, yeah, they both understand the need to hide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's probably also had just a couple of days. She's probably had nightmares as well whenever she can sleep, so that's probably not helping.
Yeah.
She's
At
probably
anytime there's nightmares for either of them, I imagine the other just kind of hugs onto the other.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially with the
Tally
blanket.
probably actually I do have to check her inventory real quick.
Mm.
Tally has let me look. Yeah, she does. She has the Glorps item shop. That's like the Lillipops.
Oh, the lollipops.
Yeah, it's the little lollipops that give you good dreams.
Oh.
I think maybe after a particular nasty one for the both of them, Tally just brings out a pair like, okay, we need these.
Yeah. Banana would probably be confused at first because, like, isn't that anti sleep? That's candy. But she's also not going to argue with Candy
Okay.
because she just had a bad dream.
Maybe that's where we can start with
Mm-hmm.
just Tally holding out the little lollipops and them like just
Oh,
just licking them.
yeah, just enjoying the lollipop. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
I, I thought,
Well, I know they're candy, but they're like a special candy.
oh,
They don't keep you awake, but they do make you a little bit sleepy.
oh,
And they make it so that your dreams aren't bad.
oh, that's good. My
Mm-hmm.
dreams have been super mean lately, and mm. Are you sure you don't want to keep it for yourself?
No, no, I can get more. Well, I can ask Dad to get more too.
Oh, oh, if you're sure. And she just like licks the lollipop more because it's a nice piece of candy.
Yee.
I'm just picturing like Tally just like going over and
Mm.
just hugging
Oh,
onto arm.
yeah. Banana would like curl up her arm, like try to hug it back and like lean towards her like a little bit. That was just so scary. I mean, I know John said we should try and leave, but leaving sounded worse. Just leaving everybody like that. But and then we stayed and it got
Yeah.
scarier.
Mhm. It was just not a good situation all around.
It really wasn't. It was like a bad situation in every direction.
It was the worst.
It
It's
was
the
the
worst.
worst. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It was the worst on
Mhm.
land. It was the worst in the water. It was the worst in the cave. I'm surprised nothing came out of the air. Well, I guess the static was in the air.
The sky was looking all weird.
Mm-hmm. I sometimes worry if I look out the window, the sky's gonna look all weird again.
Hmm. I don't think that'll happen.
That's good. I'd rather it didn't. I know we won and everything, but I still don't want it to happen again.
Mhm.
Mm.
It's just, ugh. It
Uh,
was big and scary, and everything felt big.
it
It
did.
wasn't great.
No, everything's been felt so big since then too. Like
Mhm.
just so much bigger, and I mm, I don't even know why it missed me. I know you know why it missed you, and Rat Kid said why it missed them, but mm, what if it comes back, and what if it gets me this time, and then it makes me fight you? We already had to fight the counselors.
I don't think it'll get you, cause you have the little thingy. And Talia I feel just one of the little hands just kind of pats at where she thinks the necklace is.
Oh yeah. It's
Just
not a
pat
small
pat.
thing. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you mean this thing? I was told it
Mhm.
was good luck, and she like, well, not good luck, but like a favor or something. And she like takes it out and holds it up.
Yeah. It's kind of like mine. And Talia takes the time to rummage around. She actually goes under the bed because her scarf isn't on currently.
That's fair.
And she grabs her. It's actually technically a kitty cat scarf from
Aww.
Glurps. So it's very subtle, but there are like little kitty patterns all over it. And she holds up the scarf, and it has like a little heart-shaped pin with two crescent moon shapes on the side, which are meant to resemble claws.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Banana giggles a little and like turns her necklace like a little this way and that. It's like it's kind of fun. I never thought it looked like a heart before, but if you turn it this way, it looks like the pinchies, and then if you turn it this way, it looks like the heart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of neat.
It is.
Pinch, pinch,
Pinchy,
pinch,
pinchy,
pinch,
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 pinch.
pinch.
uh, there's actually something I do want Banana to roll for,
Okay.
because you've been hanging out around Tally long enough to know some certain aspects of her design and
Mhm.
what certain things mean. But this is something new. There's something new about Tally's design that you may not recognize.
I definitely noticed in the title card, but what should I roll to see if Banana notices?
I think maybe just general perception or insight,
Okay.
whichever one you think would be best. Because this is a
Um.
visual thing as
Okay.
well as a emotional thing.
Oh yeah. Um. Let's see what perception gets me.
Mm-hmm.
That's 14.
Yep, 14. Okay, so one aspect of Tally's design is that whenever she's wearing that big hat of hers, there's a shadow that covers like half of her face.
Mhm.
It is dark, it is black, it is like the boldest silhouette you've ever seen.
Mhm.
And most of the time, whenever the hat is taken off, the shadow just disappears for the most part.
Mhm.
However, ever since the aftermath of camp, the shadow has been kind of sticking around underneath her bangs.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And you don't. It's not quite obvious. Maybe at first, it takes like
Mhm.
a couple days to make the realization.
Oh
But
yeah.
whenever Tally is feeling not great emotionally,
Mhm.
there is that shadow that kind of lingers on her face.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
I think Banana would notice that, like, as they're giggling about Pinchies, and then just her, like, just trails off and is quiet a minute. It's like, I've, I don't think I noticed before, but I think, I think your shadow's been sticking around more, even without your hat.
Oh. And Tally just kind of like absolutely like rubs one of her cheeks with one of her gloves, which she has fingered gloves now. Those are new.
Yeah. That was the other thing I noticed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and you've got fingers too.
Mm-hmm. Those ones are new cause my dad got me some.
Oh.
After I think you have one of my gloves actually.
Oh, you're right. Oh. 1 second.
Oh no.
Uh,
Oh no. What does that mean, Blaze? Hello?
You know what that means, Obby.
Do I?
That's a nat 20,
gosh.
though. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Well, unnatural 20, but
Not natural 20. Yeah. Dirty 20. I mean, you can roll perception. Perception or insight?
Not. I'm gonna do insight because that's higher for Tally. Tally, do you see? You do not.
No, everything's fine.
I throttle you, Blaze. I throttle you.
You're fine. But yeah, she's like, oh, yeah, hang on. And, okay, and that's a 4, and she reaches into her inventory. Yeah, I forgot I had this, and then I kept meaning to return it to you, but then I got too scared.
I mean, that's understandable. I mean, Tally just kind of absently gestures at the apartment. There's a lot of people who live here.
Banana nods. Yeah.
Do you know how many months it took me to get used to that?
Was it like a whole years of months, or was it like months worth of years? No,
I think it was more like a fourth of a year. Like, 4, I want to say 4 months.
4 months?
Around that time. Because it was a lot.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot. I mean, I think they've gotten quieter a bit more, but like, there's so many different sizes of people. It's almost like the park, actually. But it's all inside and in one spot. I didn't know there were so many people in a building that wasn't a business.
Well, this building's an apartment. It's got lots of floors, and each floor has a little house that people live in. Ours is just real big, because we have a real big group of people living here.
Yeah, I thought it was a house. I didn't know it was an apartment. This is the biggest apartment I've been in, and I've only seen the bedroom.
I think it's kind of partially because of Toon stuff. Have you ever seen the Toon thing where it's bigger on the inside?
Yeah, that one's always fun. That makes sense.
It's like that.
Oh. That's good because there's a lot of people in here. Did you want your mitten back?
Oh, actually, Tally's gonna roll hammer space real quick. That's a 5. Tally pulls out the other mitten, and she actually hands that to you.
Aww. She looks at it sparkly-eyed and just gently takes it and just puts both of them on, and then just like holds the lollipop while wearing the mittens. And she's like, "Thank you. It's I got to wear one in the winter. It helped keep my hand warm."
They're very warm, and they're very good for keeping warm stuff.
Yeah, I hadn't found a pair in a while. So that one was really good.
I think hearing that, Tally's actually gonna roll hammer space again. Like, you see her like reach under the bed and pull out her hat, which she hasn't been wearing this whole time, and she gives it like a few shakes, and that's a 9. Like another little pair of gloves falls out. Look at these ones. Look at these ones. And
Oh, those are so cute.
Tally puts them on, and it's like, you know, like those little mittens that are designed to like look like a little cat, like on the fingers.
Banana just gives like the loudest gasp and has like sparkly eyes as she looks. It's like, those come with toe beans.
Look.
I think she's just
Tally's just gonna start rubbing your face with the toe bean gloves.
Oh, Banana's just gonna start laughing and giggling and like rubbing her face against the toe beans. Face smooshes the gloves and whatnot.
Yeah.
And imagine they do that for a minute and it's like she's just like rubbing her face and then like you can see like kind of like a thought occurs to her and she like glances at you a minute, then like tries to glance up, like, you know when you try to look at yourself and you can't, but you just like kind of look up anyway. She's like, I wonder if anything changed about my design. I don't think I've noticed anything.
Oh, do you want me to look?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay. And Tally's gonna hop up because I feel like Tally's been like sitting on Banana's lap this whole time.
Oh yeah.
Because I cannot stress how tiny Tally is compared to your girl.
Yeah. She's like, what? She's like a foot and a half shorter.
Yeah, Tally is little, even by Toon standards.
Yeah. She's just itty bitty friend.
Itty bitty.
Itty bitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine she like. Well, actually, for convenience.
Yeah, Tally's like doing like the slow circle around. Do I have to roll anything?
For convenience sake, yeah, you can roll probably perception or something.
I feel like it'd be investigation because it's Tally like purposely looking for small details.
That's true. Could probably do
So
with advantage
that's gonna
then,
be
because yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do that at advantage, which is just a D20. Tally is not smart.
That's fair. Oh,
but that's a
she got
17.
Yeah, okay.
Tally is being very careful and very meticulous.
Okay.
Just in case.
Just in case, yeah. So I'm also for this I'm gonna say Banana probably puts away like the lollipop and like probably takes the mittens off just in case, you know, there's something with her hands.
Does Banana T-pose?
Yes, I was gonna say she T-pose. But then, actually, she probably realizes because of how small Tally is, she A-poses because like otherwise her arms are too high up.
Yeah. Gotta do the pose for the turnaround.
Yeah. And she does this and like Tally's like just like looking over her design and everything, and at first it seems like maybe you do like 1 or 2 circles, and the first time everything seems like she looks like you'd say like pretty much exactly the same. And then like you're looking over and whatnot, and but then something in like her color seems to shift a little bit, but then it's just gone.
I feel like as soon as like that happens, Tally goes, "Oh, huh. Well, you look mostly the same, but I thought I saw the colors change for a second there."
The colors? Huh.
I think Tally just starts circling again to see if it'll happen again.
Yeah, like Banana like almost goes to look to see if she can see as well, but then like Tally starts circling and Banana like stays still again. It's like it's kind of weird. I've always had these colors. Like no matter what happens, yeah, I thought like because don't tunes usually change after stuff like that happens?
Well, sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. I mean, my shadow thing just has always been a part of me, but it doesn't happen always after stuff like this. You know?
That's true. Oh, well, I guess.
But it depends on the person, though. Because I know with a lot of color changing tunes, or at least with Tobias, it's like their colors change, but not as much. It's hard to explain. Because like their colors change, but it's with a certain kind, you know?
like a certain color scheme, I think.
Yeah, yeah. I have a friend like that as well. Their color changes depending on what they're feeling and stuff.
Ooh.
But I just, and she kind of thinks for a minute. It's like I'm pretty sure I've always had this color. Oh. Okay, that's a 12. So
Mm-hmm.
as you're circling again, um, you actually notice the color in her eyes shift a little bit. It's not much, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Still, it's noticeable, and Tally has a history with eye colors.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna just make a quick whiz save for Tally.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay,
Oh shit.
that's a 20. That's
Yeah.
a dirty 20.
It's a dirty 20. Dice Parser's being nice, thank Peck.
Mm-hmm. I think there isn't like a tensing, but there is like that little tilt of the head as she realizes the color change,
Mhm.
and she has to stop the flurry of panic in her chest for a second. But
Mhm.
then she basically just climbs on top of Banana.
Mhm. Yeah, she just stands still, lets Tally climb up. This has probably happened
Mm-hmm.
several times.
Yeah, I mean Tally's probably just perched on your shoulder, kind of like a parrot,
No. Yeah, Banana just
and
like
is just
adjusts
like
her arm.
trying to get a closer look at your eyes.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
It's did you notice something?
I think your eyes change color.
Oh, I have a spell for that. Here, look. And she'll use
Mm-hmm.
thaumaturgy, and her eyes turn blue. And this isn't something you need to roll for because you were actively looking in her eyes. And
Mm-hmm.
she turns them blue, and she smiles, and she's like, "See, look." And
Mm-hmm.
as you're watching, the blue starts fading out at the edges as an amber color starts creeping in.
Hmm. The other color came back.
It
Because you made it blue, and then the other one,
it
it's kind of like, it's like a light brownish, kind of yellow.
huh, I don't oh.
Is
This
that something you ever noticed in your design before?
no, I'm pretty no well, oh. I don't think I'd notice my eyes change color.
Hmm, that's true.
Hmm.
Because they're your eyes and you don't get to look at them a lot.
I know. And that kind of sucks because I can change their color and they can look really cool colors, but they
Hmm.
I thought they were always brown, but I
Hmm.
wonder why amber. Why did brown? Or well, actually, you said it was like a brownish. Hmm. Are they just getting
Hmm.
brighter?
Think so, maybe.
Hmm.
I'm not sure what it means. Because I know for other Toons designs it might not mean much, but for me it was something scary.
Oh. I oh
Mm-hmm.
I can try and change it again.
No, you don't have to.
Hmm.
I don't think it's the same thing.
I hope not, especially not if it's scary.
Hmm.
Hmm. Is does it have to do with the pink stuff you told me about?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Well, I'm glad they're just getting brighter and they're not pink, because I don't want to scare
Mm-hmm.
you. You're my friend.
Mm.
I think Tally's just gonna give Banana like a little hug.
Mm. Banana's gonna hug Tally back the best she can while Tally's on her shoulder.
Yeah, it's a little awkward.
It's a little awkward.
Tally might just be hugging your face. just arms wrapped around the head.
Banana has no objection. She just hugs Tally back best she can. It's awkward. It's like the arms just like up and around, just like.
Hmm. I wonder why your eyes do that.
I don't know. It's.
Hmm.
Hmm. I wonder if there's a way to find out.
Maybe.
Hmm.
What were we talking about when your eyes changed color? I don't remember.
We were talking. We were talking. Oh, we were talking about design changes and stuff, and then I was trying to think about my design because I was trying to remember how long I had these colors for.
Oh.
Tally's gonna give it a thinky thought.
Okay.
Just sitting on Banana's shoulders with like one of like her little fingers like tapping against her chin.
Banana like glances up and starts doing the same thing, like,
It's the Spider-Man meme.
It's a Spider-Man meme, but Tally's a parrot.
Yeah.
Well, you said it happened when you were trying to remember stuff about yourself. Maybe it's like when you try to remember things?
Maybe? Maybe we can try to do it on purpose then. Because you can definitely notice by now they've just gone back to brown. So
Yeah.
What's something I should think about?
Just like the little ellipses appearing above Tally's head.
I'm thinking about stuff to think about. Is that doing anything? The
Tally
answer's
looks. Is it doing anything?
nope.
No, that's not working. What about food stuff?
Food stuff?
Like, what do you remember, like, food from a long time ago?
Oh, a long time ago. Ooh, let me think. Oh, shit, that's an 18. All right. Okay, so she starts, like, she hums and she thinks this, and you can tell, like, she's starting to think, and almost immediately, like, the amber color starts coming back into her eyes, and it's like, I remember, like, all these different kinds of seeds and apples, and then there was, like, bread rolls, I think, and then, there was this baker and the thing. In the thing? No, it wasn't. Oh, it was in the town. Yeah, there was. I think there was. I can't remember. I wanted to get a bread roll, and I went to. No, I couldn't buy one, but I think someone got one for me. I don't. Wait, that's too far back.
Too far?
Yeah, I have these memories sometimes that don't make sense. They can't be right, but it's.
Well, your eyes are amber again.
Oh?
From remembering this stuff.
Oh.
I think it happens when you remember some things. Maybe it's when you're remembering the memories that don't make sense.
That's weird. I wonder
It's
why
a
that
little
is.
weird.
It is a little
I
weird.
don't know.
Oh. And again, I'm a little weird, so I guess it makes sense.
Banana, look at me. We're all a little weird.
I guess. But
See, look at me. And then Tally's just gonna do like a rubber hose, like stretch out her cheeks with 2 fingers and like have her eyes roll around.
actually, hang on. What do I have to roll to see? Oh, con save. Hang on. Nope. One more time.
Oh, you forgot the exclamation point there.
Oh shit! No.
Boy.
Banana just bursts out laughing and falls to the ground in a fit of giggles and can't keep Tally up.
Yeah, Tally was on your shoulder, right? So Tally just falls over like
Oh no, I trapped.
right on top of your tummy.
She just laughs harder. So it's probably shaking Tally, like you know how when you have your head on somebody's chest and they start laughing.
Yeah.
So Tally's probably moving around as Banana laughs.
Yeah.
That's
Just
not...
bouncing up and down.
Banana just keeps laughing. It's like, that's not weird. That's just funny and cool. I mean, yeah, I guess that, yeah, I guess that makes sense with other weird stuff I do. I mean, did I ever tell you I can kind of change my size?
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, let me see if I can do it. It doesn't always work is the weird
Is
thing.
it like how a rubber hose can do it? Like, hold on.
And
Okay.
Talia's gonna like hop off of Banana, and like you see Talia just kind of like twist herself around the middle. It's a little uncanny looking, but Talia like twists around like like how when you twist a string and it gets like tighter and tighter. Talia's doing that, and she's getting like not super tall, but like a foot taller.
You got taller! That's so cool!
But it's really hard to hold myself like that.
I know!
And then Talia unravels and starts doing like a little twister spin.
Oh, yeah. Does she get the dizzy eyes after she stops?
Yeah, she gets like the dizzy eyes in her hand to like at her side, like doing pinwheels as she like tries to keep her balance, but he's having a real rough go about it.
Oh, Banana tries to catch her while she's just giggling. She's like, well, it doesn't seem to be anything like that when I do it. Here, let me see if I can make it work. Hang on. Oh shit, that's a nat 20. Okay.
Nat 20!
Nat 20, alright. Nice. Okay, so Banana like takes a few steps back, and she just like kind of like taps a foot down and like kind of like gives her arm a bit of a shake, and she just goes shoom, and she goes from like 3-5 to 7-2. Did you want to do an insight?
Yes. Yes. Insight. That's 12.
12. That's, I mean, the bar's low because it's a little obvious, but you notice that Banana's not just taller, she looks older. Like her hair's gotten a bit longer. There's like a few silver streaks in her hair. There's like lines on her face where there were before. Like her design has shifted to not only be taller but older.
You're taller than the vampire guy!
I am! I'm taller than Mr. the Third.
Oh, how'd you do that? Like, what'd you do to? Did you have to like think of something, or did you like
And like Talia's just circling around you again at like high speeds.
I'm not sure. It's like it's kind of like a focus thing. It's like I take a deep breath and then it's like I kind of think of like my heartbeat, and then, which is really weird because I think about it but I don't really hear it. But I think about it. But like when you think about something and you hear it in your head.
Oh, sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Like when you think a song to yourself.
Yeah, like just like that, exactly. Except it's like that, and it doesn't always work. Like if I hear it really well, like right now, this is as tall and as old as I look. But then sometimes it like I'll look anywhere in between too, and sometimes it doesn't work, and then I don't hear it at all, and then I just don't get bigger.
That's really cool.
Banana just looks very excited that this was just called cool. I thought it was a little weird as well, but
That's really cool though. You could go in all the adult places.
I can. They don't know that I'm not this old, but actually I don't know how old I am. But they don't know either.
Well, that's okay. I don't know how old I am either.
Huh. Yeah, we can just both
Age
not
is
know.
confusing.
It is. I don't remember like where I'm supposed to start counting from, but and then I look different because like you know how you unspun and you got all smaller again? I just stay like this until I do something.
Oh. What's the something? Do you have to like think about being smaller, or do you have to like let time go by, or?
It's kind of like feeling like you're letting go of something, like easing,
Oh.
letting something ease away. Like if I can do it like here, check this out. Like I can do it slowly, and she like goes from 7 foot down, 7'2" down to 6'2",
Mhm.
and she looks like a handful of years younger. She's like, I can do it slowly like that, and so it's just like, like when you climb a rope.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you're just like you're moving down. It's like you let go of one part, and then you go down and down.
Mhm.
It's like that. Or I just
Hmm.
shoot back down to my smallest size. Well, my youngest size.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably other people who could do it too, but I don't know them. But I mean,
Hmm.
this is ever since coming to Toontown, I know it's like so many things can be different. It's like they're their own thing, but also like really similar and stuff.
Mhm.
But yeah.
It's like how your friend has the colors that change with emotions, and then Tobias also does the colors that change with emotions.
Yeah.
There are a lot of
Yeah.
tunes that can do that, but I think your
Yeah.
colors could be different.
Ah.
I know another tune who does that too. Their name is Donut, and they're really cool. I
Ah.
met them like once, and we had a conversation back in my old hideout, and their colors are a lot different than mixed Tobias's.
Ah. That's so cool though.
Mhm.
There's probably other people out there who could do this too, but I don't know them. Eh, hmm.
Mm.
It's always
It's
made
just
me.
a matter of meeting them, I think.
Yeah,
Because
maybe,
there's
yeah.
a whole lot of tunes.
There
And there's a
are.
whole lot of people in Inkwell.
Yeah, sometimes it's a bit too many. I'm glad you showed me all those hidey places.
Hmm
It's,
Have they been good recently? Because sometimes I have to swap them out because people start finding them.
yeah, I'd be careful to try and switch between them, and it's been easier sometimes with when it got warmer and I could go back to the park again.
Hmm
'Cause, well, usually I'm not this
Well,
big.
the park isn't really a spot that people can shoo you out of because it's a park.
Yeah. Although sometimes they have opinions and things when they find you in a tree. So I have to try to be really high up.
Hmm People are weird.
They are weird. It's just a tree. I sleep there all the time. It's nice.
Like Tally's just like nodding
Mhm.
in agreement.
Yeah.
People are weird. People have weird opinions.
People have weird opinions, yeah. Just like nodding. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah. I haven't had to use the abandoned the abandoned place yet that I promised only to use in emergencies. Although I think if I
That's
had
good.
yeah. If I hadn't come here, though, I probably would have gone there when we got back.
Mm.
Because I can't think of
Well,
anywhere
I'm
else to
glad you're
hide.
here.
I'm glad I'm here, too.
Because being out there would be real scary.
It's so scary right now.
Hmm
She just, like, looks at the window
True.
and she starts, like, shrinking back down more. And you can literally see her, like, looking younger and younger the smaller she gets. It's
hmm
just, like, it's so weird. I can be so big. I can be taller than Mr. the Third, and yet I still
But
feel
the
like I'm
world
too.
still feels real big, right?
It
And you feel
does.
small.
It does. I thought it would be different if I could do something like that, but it doesn't matter how big you are. Everything just feels bigger, and I feel like that's cheating.
Mm.
I think Tally's just gonna give a little hug around Banana's legs.
Aw. Banana hugs Telly back. Again, it's probably an
Mhm.
awkward hug.
Yeah, because you have to bend over. You're
Yeah.
still a lot taller than her.
Yeah. Well, she's been getting smaller, so it's like she's slowly shrinking down until, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. She's just like hugging Tally. It's just like, I thought things were too big, and that maybe if I could get bigger, then maybe I could be brave, and then I could go out, and then everything would be less scary. But then, no, it doesn't matter how big you are.
Well, being brave isn't about being big.
Mm,
It's about doing the right thing even though you're scared.
mm, I guess so.
Or maybe not the right thing. I don't know. Just doing something.
Yeah. I guess it was kind of like at camp when we didn't want to leave.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if we could leave. But
Oh
leaving
gosh,
just
yeah.
yeah, but it just sounded like the wrong thing to do. Like
Mm-hmm.
if we left, who would have done anything?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of what if questions. And what if questions can be bad. Because then
Yeah.
you start thinking too much.
I
And then your
hate.
head starts hurting.
Yeah.
And then you get like that little anxious feeling in your chest.
I hate that
And it's
one.
not great.
I usually get it in my tummy instead of my chest.
Mm. I get it in my chest a lot.
Mm.
Because it's like, that's where you feel things a lot of the time.
Like right here, and she just kind of like pets like just at her chest in general.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because isn't that where the heart is? And the heart's the place where you feel stuff a lot.
Banana just looks down and a little confused, like looks back at you. I mean, is it?
I think so.
Oh.
But again, it could be like general tune. It could vary with other people. I don't know.
That's true. Like, I know real kind have stuff that's all supposed to be in the same place, but that tunes, like, you never know what's gonna
Mm.
happen with a tune. Maybe you can listen for it!
Oh, maybe I could.
Yeah!
Here, come here, come here.
I come here, yeah!
Yeah,
Did you want to roll?
Yeah, I can roll for. Would it just be perception?
Yee, because you're listening for something. And I'd say an
Cool.
advantage because you're purposefully listening.
Yeah. Taking a lot of effort to like listen.
Mm-hmm.
18.
Oh yeah, 18, yeah. Okay,
Mhm.
you probably like hear her breathing at first and like she has to like take quieter breaths, kind of like, you know, when your doctor's listening for your heartbeat and you change your breath and whatnot.
Mhm.
Um, you're listening and you don't hear like a thump 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 thump. What you do hear
Hmm.
is kind of more like a shoo, 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 and just a very
Oh.
calm, even pace.
Oh. Huh.
Which is potentially a little confusing considering like everything you've been talking about and you've been like moving around and doing things, so you know usually means elevated heart, but like you said, tunes, weird things, who knows, but it's not a
Mhm.
solid heartbeat thump,
Yeah.
but you can
I
hear
think Tally's
something.
just kind of absently echoing like the sound of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Huh. Your heartbeat sounds different than other people's.
Oh, is that the noise you're
Yeah.
making?
Mhm.
I like Tally's just echoing it again, just.
Mm-hmm. Banana starts echoing it too. It's like shoo, shoo, shoo. I wonder
The echo chamber has begun.
the echo chamber has begun. It probably lasts for a few minutes before Banana like giggles a bit and she's like, I wonder if that's why the feeling's in my tummy and not my chest.
Maybe.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, I
Tell
guess
me.
tell me. I guess that's just another different thing about me.
Mhm. Yeah. But I like you the way you are. You're very good.
Aw.
There's just like, and then Tally just very purposely gives a little pat.
Mm. Banana's eyes kind of like tear up a bit at that and just like lifts her hand like into the pat and then just like puts both her hands on Tally's head. It's like, well, I like you too. You're like one of the coolest tunes I know, and you're like my best friend.
Aww. Aww. The little sparkles that pop up around Tally.
And if I did have to go do that signal stuff, I'm glad I was able to be there. Cause
Mhm.
then cause if I hadn't been, then I wouldn't have been there, and you still would have had the others, I guess. But I would rather have been in there to face it with you than not.
And like Tally is just like nodding fervently in agreement, like, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. But you're just getting a big hug,
Aw.
rubber hose style. There are several loops of arm.
Banana can't rubber hose, but she's doing her absolute best to hug Tally back. And she's probably quiet for a moment in the hug as she's thinking some stuff over. And she finally, like, after a minute, she asks in, like, a very soft voice. She's just like, Did, did you want to tell me about your scary stuff? 'Cause maybe I can help with that too.
I think I can, but a lot of it's been kind of solved already. Or at least mostly solved.
Well,
I do know that it's not supposed to happen anymore.
Well, that's good.
Because, most of what I know is kind of secondhand stuff, because I didn't remember most of it. But, when,
And then Tally just kind of hops down off of you to like sit down on the ground.
Banana probably sits as
Like
well.
Like, you know, like sitting down to prepare to spill the tea.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
okay. So, do you know what, having a pact means? Like, for a warlock?
Oh, that's one of the things I do know. Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
it's like one of those Fey things. It's like an agreement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like you and the person that you are a warlock for say that you're going to do something, and they give you something, and you give them something.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It's supposed to be a fair exchange, right?
Well, maybe a fair exchange. My first one wasn't really a fair exchange, though.
Oh.
Or at least it didn't feel like it. I don't remember making it as the thing. It's just.
And like Tally's like, Tally's like stopping to think about it real. Hold on, I might have to actually roll history to see what Tally remembers.
That's fair, yeah.
Because this is like the first time Tally's like going back and trying to like purposely think of it. That's a 6.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
No.
Is there any way Banana can try and help? Give the help action?
I don't think so. If only because this is like Tally's first time doing it.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Yeah.
Wouldn't she have talked about it with Bob, though, or?
I don't know if it would have come up in this way, if that makes sense.
Fair. Oh, yeah.
Because Tally's never mentioned, like, how the pack happened, because it's never something she thought about.
That's fair. Okay, gotcha.
I remember, I don't remember, actually. I think I just woke up one day and I had magic that I didn't have before.
Oh.
And I didn't know it was a pact, because I didn't learn that until a lot later, but...
Oh.
I had scary magic, and I had magic that could make people do things and could make them, well, scare them off sometimes. But I didn't like using it because it felt weird. It's like, does your magic ever feel like something when you use it?
Sometimes it does, and sometimes it's scary too, but it's just like, she kind of looks at her hands. She's like, I remember Tobias trying to teach me about it, that magic's supposed to have things, and sometimes it feels like whoever's given you the magic or made you the connection. Sometimes it feels scary, and sometimes I don't know what it is. It just feels... I don't know what it feels like.
Well, my magic, my older magic felt, it felt mean, is the best way I could say it. It felt, uncomfortable.
Banana's looking so concerned at Tally. Like, she's been already told it's been resolved, but she's just like,
Yeah.
And then, sometimes I think whatever pact I made it so I would have to do things sometimes. Stuff I didn't want to do, but even if I didn't want to do it, that would make me do it.
And like as Tally's talking, she's just like kind of absently rubbing at one of her wrists.
So, that, that just sounds like a really bad fate deal. That doesn't sound like a good one at all.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't a good one.
Does it hurt? She notices Tally rubbing at her wrists, and she kind of holds out her hands, like, to heal if needed.
Oh,
I like Tally, kind of, she, like, realizes that she was doing it, and, kind of, like, forces herself to stop.
no, I'm okay. I think it's more memories. Because, like, you know when you think about something and then you start doing something because you did it at the time of the memory kind of stuff?
Banana is just giving absolute flurry of nods. It's like, yeah, sometimes I do stuff and then I don't even realize I've done it until afterwards, and then sometimes I don't even remember why, but I just remembered something and then my body just goes.
It gets big.
Yeah.
Like you did then?
Yeah, sometimes it gets big and sometimes it gets smaller. And sometimes I just run really fast.
New.
Or smile. I never understood the smiling one. Like I freeze up and I just smile as much as I can. She she smooshes her hands to her cheeks, and she can't do the rubber hose emphasis, but she's just like trying, like, you know, when you force a smile as much as possible.
Yeah.
That nobody's gonna fucking believe. It's that basically. Because she's still a toon. She can still exaggerate it.
I think I've seen you do the smile thing a couple of times.
You have?
I think so, yeah. But only a couple.
Huh. Is there any chance you know why? Did you see what caused it?
I'm not sure. It could be because something you're remembering makes you want to make people think you're happy. I don't know why, though.
I don't remember. Well, She's actually gonna do a thing.
It's been a while since you've done it, so.
So probably at camp then.
Maybe.
It was mostly fun except for the last day. I wonder. Let me see. I'll give her a history roll, see if she can. That's 12. A 12. That's a 12. She tries.
That probably doesn't do it.
No, she's got nothing. Like she tries, she does the think thonk, but I guess I mean, sometimes when people are mad or upset, maybe I was trying to make them happy by smiling.
I think Tally is just like nodding in agreement because, again, I don't think either of these kids had a good time.
No,
in the past.
No, yeah.
So Tally's like seeing these things. Tally is both the best and the worst person to talk about this. Because Tally's seeing these as perfectly reasonable ways to, you know, survive in your situation.
Yeah. It's also like, this should be a concern, hang on.
Yeah, it should be a concern. But again, it's not a concern for Tally, because Tally had to do this stuff too.
It's like why you're not concerned about people sleeping in trees. It's a perfectly good place to sleep. It has food.
Exactly. I put my head in my hands.
I put my head in my hands.
Tally's doing her best.
She
can't.
No.
She can't work out the habits of learning bad situation and how to live through it.
No, that's very valid.
Yeah.
But Banana will go back, like, think for a moment, but when she can't think of anything, it's like, so, can you remember anything about what you don't remember? Wait.
Hmm.
I think Tally's confused, but she's gonna give it a try again.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what exactly am I remembering?
Well, anything about the pink stuff or the pact? And the really mean not Fae who made you do stuff?
I think Tally's gonna give a big think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna roll it again. That's a night. Oh,
Oh shit, that's a 19.
holy back Tally!
Telly said, never mind, I want to remember now.
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
Take your time.
Mm, I remember. Mm, oh, Huh. There was somebody.
Mm-hmm.
There was a friend, I think. What was their name?
And like Tally's just like falling quiet as she thinks.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like,
Banana.
huh, she
Mhm.
never realized she had a friend back then. Why, hello?
Banana will probably just like sit eagerly, like waiting, because she just like also doesn't want to interrupt, but she's not sure like how to encourage either.
Remember having a friend, and they were helping me because I was having a hard time. Because it was.
And like Tally's struggling. And like you can kind of see her struggling. And actually, do you want to make a perception check?
Oh yeah. Ah.
That one. Well,
Can I go off of her passive by any chance? I do have a free reroll though. I can use this right now actually, because I do have an item that
the
lets
free
me.
reroll.
Yeah.
Yes, please use the free reroll.
Yeah. I can use it once. 19.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So like as Tally is like sitting here and like trying to remember, like you can see her like visibly struggling against something. It's something is there, something is making it difficult for her, and it's made a lot more obvious because there's little flickers of pink in her eyes.
Oh.
And she's trying to remember and trying to remember, and it's not working.
You. Oh.
And then as soon as you just like start talking, like Tally like snaps out of her focus and she blinks, and those little bits of pink like disappear.
Banana is just staring.
What?
I um mm, and she's like pursed her lips into a line, and it's like she's like struggling to like say or not say something. She's like you were thinking, and kind of like how I was thinking. Your eyes they kind of changed color too.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
I think Tally is looking very scared now, and like the scarf that she left over on the ground before, she immediately runs to that and hurriedly like wraps it around herself and like is clutching onto the little symbol that's on it.
Yeah, Banana's gonna like grab the blanket that she'd had under the bed and just kind of like it's usually like a kind of like cape thing, but she like gives it a big shake, and like Toon style it just goes pooh, and like fluffs up to this huge blanket thing and just like puts it over Tally, and then just like takes off her own necklace to like tuck into Tally's hand, And
Mhm.
she like tucks herself under the blanket too, and she's like,
Mhm.
I have, I, do you want the spell I used on Simon? Maybe it'll help too.
I don't know. Maybe?
Actually, you can roll something before you do this.
Okay.
If you want to give me an Arcana roll.
Okay. Oof. Not
Oh
her
boy,
best. A
that's a
16.
16 though.
Yeah.
That is pretty good.
Okay.
With the mentionings that Tally has hinted at, Tally has mentioned that there are spells. She's been involved in her past with spells that alter the mind and
Mhm.
make you do things. Specifically, this spell has something to do with memories, and it seems to be effectively blocking her from remembering certain things.
Mhm.
What that specifically means, I'm not sure because I don't think Banana would actually have this spell as a cleric.
No, she wouldn't.
Mm-hmm. So the name of the spell escapes you,
Mhm.
but you do know it involves memories and it involves changing things so you don't remember specific stuff.
Oh. I think I think it was trying to stop you from remembering. Cause you sounded like you almost had something, but then you didn't have more of it.
Hmm.
I I don't think the spell would help, but I think it I know when it was cast on Mr. the Third, it kind of helped him clear his head for a little bit, and then it helped Simon out. But I don't know if it will help here.
Hmm.
Oh wait, hold on,
Hmm?
Jade. Oh, Jade's right. You're
Oh,
you're a trickery cleric. You do get that spell,
oh.
actually. Oh.
I don't know if I'm high enough level to have it though, cause
it's definitely like a higher level spell for you.
yeah.
So it might be a matter of you need a little bit more magical expertise
Mm.
and maybe some like guidance in order to figure out what it is.
Yeah. Also, the fact that Banana doesn't know her spells by their name, so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you have a little friend here who
Mm-hmm.
knows Crunkle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is true.
Tally will get you to your god.
She doesn't know who her god is.
You freaking just don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah.
We'll burn that bridge when we get there.
We'll burn that bridge when we get there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although you did just say that. Abby, I shake you. Okay, anyway. But yeah, so I'm guessing Tally probably knows at least a little bit, even though Banana doesn't know the exact name of the spell. It's protection
Mm-hmm.
from evil and good, basically. Because
Mm-hmm.
Banana pretty much figures it's not going to help, but also if it helps you feel safer. Because
Mm-hmm.
as she explained, it's like it's probably more trying to block your memories, and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
she doesn't think it's helped, but her friend's scared, and she wants to, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it like does specifically like end any effect or anything,
No, yeah,
but
I
it
figured it
does
wouldn't. I
it
mean,
does provide comfort, TM.
well, do you want me to flavor what the? Because they were talking about how spells and things feel earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to flavor how the protection from evil and good feels when Banana
Yeah.
casts it?
Yeah.
So basically, like Banana just like takes a deep breath, and it's a touch thing. So she just kind of like holds Tally's hand in both of hers, and the immediate thing you feel is like anger and rage, and it just like crashes around you almost like a tidal wave, and just like builds and forms around you almost like a wall to protect you inside, like
Mm-hmm.
almost like a bear protecting its young, or just screaming out at anything that might try and harm you, just like, don't you dare. I can't scream right now, but you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then the spell just settles around you.
Hmm.
And she just shivers a bit, and she's like, I don't know why that one feels like that, but it seems to help, so...
Tally actually kind of recognizes it because it does sound a lot like Crunkle stuff, Blaze.
Oh.
It does sound like Crunkle magic, and Tally's very familiar with it as someone who has Crunkle magic and actively, talks to Crunkle.
Yep.
At least once a month, she goes and talks to Crunkle. It's part of it.
Yeah. I imagine so.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she'd actually kind of say that, just like,
that kind of feels like some of the magic I do.
Are you really? Huh.
Mhm.
I thought I had cleric magic. I didn't know I had warlock magic.
Well, I don't know if it's warlock magic, but it feels... Because my magic comes from a god that I made a new pact with to get rid of the old one. If that makes sense.
They got rid of the scary one?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh, I forgot to say that. I should have said that earlier. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I was trying to figure out how to break a pact. I don't know how to do that.
It's hard. The only way I found out I could do it is to make a new one that breaks the old one.
Oh. She kind of looks thoughtful at this, and I'm not going to make Tally roll, but you can probably tell that she was like trying to figure out like how to go out, this child who's too scared to go out and try and fix things. And not have the slightest idea how she was even going to get out the front door, but was still going to go try and fix this.
Banana beloved. Oh, sweetheart.
Yeah. Jade. But yeah, she just like does a little toonish deflate at that. It's just like, oh, okay, that's good. I wasn't sure where to begin. I was probably going to start with the library because the library is where you go when you don't know things.
That's where I went. I went and I looked up different gods and stuff.
I actually did that with Tobias too. With like, I remembered something scary when we were talking about gods and stuff, and then we tried to find out what the scary things were, and we couldn't find them.
Oh.
I think you're gonna get another little hug from Tally.
She hugs Tally back and it's like, but what you were saying, you said you found a way around it, that you could get free because of another god?
Yeah. I did a whole lot of research. And I looked at a whole bunch of different gods. And there was a lot of them, but the one that sounded the best was Crunkle.
And Tally holds up her little symbol again.
And she's also holding bananas because she tucked her necklace into Tally's hands because she was scared.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Tobias telling me about him. He's like the god of like love and things, and I remember like
I think it's specifically the god of passions.
Ah.
Like love, but also like hate.
She like kind of tilts her head a little confused at that. It's like, don't they?
It's like they know it sounds opposite, but they're actually pretty similar. Because one of them comes from loving somebody and then having that kind of passion behind that. And then the other one is the same thing, but it's the opposite, where you just don't like somebody and you hate them.
I guess that makes sense. I guess it was just hard to think about because I think that like there was a picture in one of the books we were looking in. He just looked nice. He had a little hat.
Yeah, he is nice. I've talked to him sometimes. He has like a little cafe boat.
A cafe boat? That sounds like fun.
It's like a little boat with a cafe in it.
Oh, wait, how do you go on the boat? If it's in the water?
I usually go on it when it's parked at a dock. Because I don't like going like out onto the ocean or out onto lakes. You know why I don't like that.
Banana's just nodding emphatically. I was just wondering if we needed to maybe pull the boat onto the beach.
No, it's okay. I do better with water if I have a lot of warning time beforehand?
We didn't have any warning time at the camp.
Yeah. Oh, that was still really scary.
It was so scary, but I thought it would be good if we went maybe through the woods, but then, well, who knows what we would have found in the woods. We found Mr. the Third in the river, and then I can't believe I brought him onto the boat. I panicked. He was trying to fight us.
That was a good thing, because then we got to tie him up, and then we, blocked him.
That's true, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I panicked. He and Simon were like two of my favorite camp counselors, and then we had to fight.
Think you're getting another little hug.
Banana's hugging back too, and
There's just so many hugs.
There's so many hugs. These children cannot be separated.
Do not separate them.
Do not separate them.
Do not separate them.
Do not.
Do not.
Do not.
Do not.
Do not. I think after a minute, because hugs, Banana will like look down at like her necklace and whatnot, and it's just like, oh, I wonder why my magic feels similar to yours. Because if you've got Crunkle magic, and then I have cleric magic, and like she's trying to connect the dots, but she doesn't have enough dots.
Well, you can be a cleric for Crunkle, maybe.
Oh.
And that's why the magic could be similar.
Maybe? But, I mean, how could I be a cleric or Crunkle, though, if he's the god of all that stuff? And I haven't even met him either. Hang on, let me get the door real quick. My mic says it's picking up the phone call. Hang on 1 second.
Uh-oh. Technical difficulties, folks. Do 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 do.
Sorry about that. My mom's just on the phone.
I gently pat you. Yeah. I pat you. You're good.
Thank you. I just didn't want that being picked up by my mic, and my light was lighting up, and I was just like, oh no.
No.
Don't need to recall somebody else. Don't need to record somebody else's phone call.
Yeah, that would not be great.
But yes, anyway. Right.
Okay, so what was Banana saying?
Right. She was saying how, well, I mean, it just doesn't make sense, because, I mean, you said before that, I mean, I thought this was a favor, but if I've never met him, and considering what he's a god of, it doesn't make too much sense for him to be my one, too.
What do you mean?
Well, you said he was like the god of like love and passion and things? Like and all that stuff? Well, I don't have any of that, so...
Yeah, you do.
Banana just like looks at you confused, just like, What? I mean, she pauses and she looks confused, and I won't make you roll this time because you've seen it a few times already now, so, and you could just like see the ambers starting to creep back into her eyes. It's like, but I don't. It's something I don't have. And she like tries to focus more and more.
Your eye's doing the amber things again.
Huh? Well, wait, why is it doing it now?
I don't know. Is it?
I think Tally's just gonna pout at that because she doesn't know why this is happening, but she's still gonna very aggressively love you. You just the little hug that you guys are currently doing, she just tightens her arms as tight as she can, which isn't extremely tight because Tally has a strength of 6.
Yeah, no, that's very valid. I think Banana still gives like a little squeak and whatnot, but she's just like, well, I mean, it's okay. It's like you said, like all tunes are like different and stuff, but everybody's different, and this is just something I don't have.
Well, that's not true. I love you. And if I love you, then that means you have love at least from me. I know for a fact that if Crunkle meets you, he'd love you so much. And even before he meets you, maybe. And maybe you got the thing that, I don't know. What if it was a gift from him before you even met him? Because I know Crunkle loves all sorts of people, even if they've never met him.
And you notice at this point that Banana has just gone very, very quiet, and she's staying very still. Like, her hold on you's, like, loosened a little bit. Like, she's still hugging you, but, like, she's loosened her grip a bit, and then you just hear, like, this tiny hiccup.
Yeah, Talia is just gonna tighten the hug a bit more.
And I know sometimes that's hard to believe because I know love's a really tricky thing for a lot of people. It was tricky for me before. But just know that even if you don't think you don't have any, you have lots and lots. And even if you don't believe that at first, it's very true.
You hear, like, another tiny hiccup, and then suddenly Banana's just, like, burying her face against your shoulder. And she just starts to shake a little bit. And you just hear another hiccup.
If you have to cry, you don't have to hold yourself back. Sometimes crying is real good for emotions.
But I can't. I don't have a good reason.
You don't have to have a good reason to cry. Come on, it's okay.
Do you want to roll persuasion?
I do. I really do.
Okay.
Oh gosh, where's your persuasion tally? It's just a +4, but you know what? It's +4, and that's better than nothing.
Oh yeah.
That's an 11.
11. It's Tally. Like, it probably takes a minute after she says that, but you feel her shake, and then she gives a little sniffle, and she just kind of like makes this noise, and you can feel your shoulder sleeves start to get wet, and she cries.
Yeah. Talia is just gonna. I think she's just gonna kind of quietly cry with her, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because Tally's kind of a. Sometimes Tally gets the whole if somebody else is feeling something, I start feeling it too.
Yeah, that's very fair. Yeah.
Yeah, just a lot of emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Banana just like holds you tight again, and it's just like, and she's just crying. She's crying. She does not make a sound other than a few sniffles or hiccups, but is otherwise very quiet, even though like you can feel her like shaking. It's like you get the impression that this is somebody who hasn't cried in a long time, and she needed to.
And Talia's just gonna like rub her back and let her get out any of the tears that she's got to let out, because Talia was in a very similar boat at one point, where she kept back a whole lot of tears, and she knows that it's better to let them out than to keep them bottled up. And it's an important step for learning for emotional stuff.
And probably stay like that a while and just like maybe eventually take out their lollipops again and just still cuddled together under the blanket and just still holding each other.
Yeah.
You know,
are you feeling a little better?
I am. I didn't know you could feel better after crying. It's like things aren't as heavy anymore. It's strange. Are you okay? You were crying a lot too.
I'm okay.
And you actually take a look at Tally, and because you had noticed it like earlier on, her shadow has actually kind of fled for the moment. Because I think they both just kind of needed that cry.
Yeah. Considering so many things. Yeah.
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 And then, like, as Tally's sitting there, she just lets out, like, the
biggest yawn you've ever seen.
Banana sees that and she does something similar and she blinks sleepily and she's just like, if if that old if that other meanie ever comes back, you could tell me and even if I don't know what god I have, I can keep you safe.
Hmm. Well, even if you don't know what god you have, do you want to meet mine?
I think I'd like that.
And Tally just gives like a very firm nod.
Even if I don't know mine,
Okay.
I'd like to meet the nice one. I think it would be maybe a nice.
Do you want to sleep
tonight.
under the bed or do you want to sleep on the bed?
I kind of like having a bit more wiggle room. Maybe we can sleep on the bed today?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. And they, as one being under the blanket, like shuffle over and climb up onto the bed.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you had these lollipops, because I don't know, after thinking all of that stuff and all the memory things, I kind of want nice dreams now.
Yeah. I think these will let us have a nice dream tonight.
That's good. I miss nice dreams. I didn't know they came in lollipops. I guess that's why they're called lollipops.
Yeah, well, lollipops. Maybe we can get some more tomorrow or something.
I have some gold. If I give it to you, then you can buy them without having to steal them.
Yeah, we could do that.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, Tally's asleep now.
Yeah.
Tally has nodded off.
I think Banana's like, halfway through her sentence, like, when you're talking but you're falling asleep at the same time.
Yeah.
She's like halfway through her sentence and she's just like, and that was.
There they go.
There they go. They're just
Off to Sleepy Time Junction.
off to Sleepy Time Junction.
Ah, that was cute!
So cute!
I lie down in a puddle of tears.
So do I. God damn it.
Oh,
Oh
oh, the feelings.
gosh. The feelings.
Oh.
Oh, I'm glad there were so many shenanigans though. Because I did not know what to do. And I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe there'll be shenanigans. I'm not going to force it. And these two just went, no. We're going to have fun in these owies.
Yeah. Tally was like, it's a serious moment, but also I'm going to make my friend laugh.
They laugh so much. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Also,
they're just flems, Your Honor.
They're just flems.
They're just flems.
Flems. Okay.
Flems.
Flems. Okay, I'm gonna end the recording.
Yeah.
Thank you all for listening.
Thank you for listening.
I love you. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.